Mr. President, what about the Colombia Free Trade Agreement? It is understandable why the CEOs of multinational corporations would like this free trade agreement. After all, Colombia is one of the most anti-union countries on the planet. Since 1986, over 2,800 trade unionists have been assassinated in Colombia, more than the rest of the world combined. Mr. President, think about it for a moment. If we found out that 50 CEOs have been assassinated last year in Colombia instead of 50 trade union leaders, do you really think we would be on the verge of approving a free trade agreement with our country? Frankly, I don't think so. And lastly, let me just say a brief word about Panama and the Panama Free Trade Agreement. Panama's entire annual economic output is only $26.7 billion a year, or about 0.2% of the U.S. economy. No one can legitimately make the claim that approving this free trade agreement will significantly increase American jobs. Then why would we be considering a standalone free trade agreement with Panama, tiny little country? Well, it turns out that Panama is a world leader when it comes to allowing wealthy Americans and large corporations to evade U.S. taxes by stashing their cash in offshore tax haven. And the Panama Free Trade Agreement will make this bad situation much worse. Each and every year, the wealthiest people in our country and the largest corporations evade about $100 billion in U.S. taxes through abusive and illegal offshore tax havens in Panama and in other countries. According to Citizens for Tax Justice, and I quote, "A tax haven has one of three characteristics. It has no income tax or a very low-rate income tax. It has bank secrecy laws, and it has a history of non-cooperation with other countries on exchanging information about tax matters." Panama has all three of those. They are probably the worst. And that's from, end of quote, from the Citizens for Tax Justice.